mouth.
The second I stepped off the train into the city of Vaudeville, I could feel the weight of its melancholy in the air. Even the drizzle that clung to the city's grimy cobblestones felt a shade darker than your everyday downpour. Vaudeville was a city of high stakes and low morals where vice and virtue danced a wicked waltz. Street lamps, flickering like burnt-out stars, were the only guide through the maze of rain-soaked alleyways and whispering shadows. My name's Martini, detective, troubleshooter, and a lousy sucker for hard luck stories. This wasn't my first circus, but this act was a 3-ring special. 3 murders, no leads, and a city on the brink of bedlam. The victims were as different as chalk and cheese, each a symbol of the city's vibrant veneer. A young dancer who moved like poetry in motion, her life cut short mid-pirouette. The socialite, a woman who knew the city's pulse better than anyone else. And then there was the businessman, the embodiment of vaudeville's promises of progress, snuffed out like a candle in the wind. The usual peace in vaudeville was off-kilter, replaced by the discordant notes of fear and suspicion. Strangers viewed each other through wary eyes, neighbors turned to strangers, and every shadow seemed to hold a secret. The once vibrant city had become a stage, the curtain drawn on a grim play of mystery and murder. In a city without harmony, the police chief was the conductor trying to keep the orchestra in tune. Gretzky was his name, a seasoned cop with a granite jaw and a heart that had seen better days. There was a stark tension, a raw fear that danced like St. Elmo's fire in his eyes. Whatever was happening in vaudeville had Gretzky out of his depth, and that was a sight I'd never thought I'd see. If anyone could make sense of this twisted tale, it would be him. I'd better head to the police station and have a chat with Gretzky for starters.
Okay. Options. Hate racing. Wait, the game is way too loud. I'm gonna reduce it a bit. Okay. Hate racing is... Oh, wait. Why is my mouse slow? Oh, okay, it's off now. I'm gonna keep it on, but if it starts lagging, I'm gonna turn off. Narrated actions. Enable action sync. This is not how the game is meant to be played, but you can turn on. Okay, so close options. Server status. Okay, I have to do something really quick. Okay, I have to put this. Wait, let me see this really quick. Okay, I have to put this on screen. Okay, and I'm gonna pin this. Okay. Let me just make sure. Okay. I can actually start playing the game now. Got an achievement. Wait, what do I do? Settings is the same. Accuse notebook. Go to the police station and ask Chief Gretzky about the murders. Okay. Go to the police station. Where is that? Here? Oh. Chief Gretzky.
Well, what's got you sounding so disgusted? Out with it.
Wait.
What do you mean by wait?
Wait.
Are you talking
It
about
uses my mic.
someone's physical weight, or is there something else bothering you?
Wait. I didn't know. I didn't know this game would actually use my mic. Okay, I muted it a bit. Okay. Go to the police station and ask Chief Gretzky about the murders. Can you tell me something about the murders?
Look, detective, I wish I could give you some solid information about the murderer, but unfortunately, I don't have any leads. It's a real mystery, but I have this nagging feeling that there might be more than one murder involved. Call it a hunch, if you will. But until we gather more evidence, it's all just speculation.
So you think there is more than one murderer?
Now hold on there, detective. I never said I knew for sure if there's more than one murderer. It's all conjecture at this point. But I have this gut feeling, like a gnawing suspicion that we're dealing with more than one culprit. Can't say for certain though. Just a theory floating around in this old noggin of mine.
Do you know who got murdered?
Mandarin. Who's
No.
Mandarin? I'm not familiar with anyone by that name in relation to the case. Are you sure you have the right information?
Do you know who got murdered?
Yeah, I see what you're asking now. Apologies for the confusion. Yes, there have been 3 murders in Vaudeville recently. Maria Jansen, Nicola Grossman, and Haley Greenwood were the unfortunate victims. It's a tragic situation, and we're doing everything we can to solve these cases. Any leads or insights on your end, detective?
Wait. I'm actually gonna annotate this. Who got murdered? Maria Jameson. Nicola Grossman and Hailey Greenwood. Okay. Where did they get murdered?
Brent, are you referring to the murder locations?
Yes.
Well, let me think. Maria was found outside her apartment in central Vaudeville. As for the others, I believe Nicola's body was discovered outside Pascala's grocery shop. And poor Haley was found in an alley behind the club she worked at. Why do you ask about the rent? Does it have any significance to the case?
Okay. Maria was found outside her apartment. Wait. Found outside her apartment in central Vaudeville. And for the others, Nicola and outside Pascal's grocery shop and Hailey alley no behind the club she worked. Okay, maybe I can go to another location now. Okay. Pascal Groceries, this is where Nicola got murdered. Maria outside the apartment in central Vaudeville. I don't know where that is. Maybe here? No. Maybe here. Investigate. Okay, I just have this. I'm gonna go here. Is this where Nicola got murdered?
Oh, Madrid. Such a fascinating city, I've heard. But you know, I've never been there myself. My late husband, Victor, always thought it was too common for our tastes. He preferred the more exclusive destinations, you see. But I must say, I do envy those who have the opportunity to explore such vibrant places. It must be quite thrilling.
Is this where Nicola got murdered?
Oh, tomorrow.
Can
How
you
delightful.
please?
I do hope Nicholas has a marvelous time wherever he's off to.
Please.
So important to seize every opportunity for adventure and exploration, don't you think? Life's far too short to be spent in one place. I do hope he brings back some interesting stories to share. It would be positively captivating to hear about his escapades.
Did someone get murdered here?
Ah, murder, you say. Well, it is quite unfortunate, but yes, there have been some rather dreadful incidents here in Vaudeville. 3 people, to be precise. Maria Jansen, Nicola Grossman, and Haley Greenwood. Such a tragedy, isn't it? One can never be too careful these days. But let's not dwell on such morbid matters, shall we? There are much more pleasant things to discuss.
Okay, wait. What do I ask now? Do you know anyone that got Oh no, I already asked. What? Okay,
Well,
sorry.
my dear.
No, stop. Okay. I'm glad there is like a stop option to make them stop talking. It's like behind the thing. Oh.
Behind this thing. My dear, I'm afraid I have no idea what you're referring to. Perhaps you're mistaken or have some misunderstanding. But let's not concern ourselves with trivialities. Life is far too short to waste on baseless speculations. Now, if you'll excuse me, I must attend to my errands. Good day to you.
Do you know who murdered them?
Well, isn't that a dreadful question to ask?
Yes.
The thought of murder and killers lurking about is simply ghastly. But, my dear, I'm just a humble housewife and heiress. I'm not privy to such scandalous matters. I prefer to focus on more pleasant things, like my upcoming trip to the French Riviera. Such a glamorous destination, you know? So, let's move on to more cheerful discussions, shall we?
No, bye.
My, aren't we persistent? I can see the curiosity burning in your eyes. But I'm afraid I have nothing to offer you in terms of information on the matter. You see, my world revolves around Vaudeville, and anything that happens beyond these charming streets is quite beyond my knowledge. Now, let's divert our attention to something more delightful, like the latest fashion trends or the delectable pastries at the local bakery. Trust me, darling, it's much more pleasing to discuss.
I wanna actually find out about... Okay. There is one that was Haley got murdered behind the club, so maybe it's this one. Did someone get murdered here?
Oh, sorry, I didn't quite catch that. Could you please repeat what you said?
That's an amazing first question to ask someone. Did someone get murdered here?
Murdered. Oh my, yes, I'm afraid there have been some tragic incidents here in Vaudeville recently. 3 people have been killed in the past few weeks. Their names were Maria Jansen, Nicola Grossman, and Haley Greenwood. It's truly devastating. Do you have any leads on who might be responsible for these terrible acts?
I know where they got murdered, but I don't know who murdered them.
Tomorrow, you know where they
No.
were planning to go tomorrow.
No, I don't.
That's intriguing. Can you share more details about their plans?
No, I
It
don't.
would be helpful in finding some answers about what happened to them.
No, I don't know about tomorrow. I know where they got murdered.
Wait, did you say you know where they got the mud? I'm not sure I understand. What do you mean by that? Could you please clarify?
I know where they got murdered. Not hundreds.
You're 100. I'm sorry, but I'm not sure what you're referring to. Could you explain what you mean by that? It seems like there may be some confusion.
I know where they got murdered.
Their ID? That's interesting. You know where they obtained their identification. Can you provide more information about that? It might be
No,
relevant to the investigation.
no, I don't know about their ID. I know where they got murdered.
You mentioned something about them getting 100.
I actually gave up.
I'm sorry, but I'm not following. Can you please clarify what you mean by that? I'm curious to understand what you're referring to.
I actually want to kill you.
Oh, goodness, that's quite a surprising statement. May I ask why you would want to do such a thing? Is there something specific that has led to this sentiment? It's important to approach matters with understanding and open communication. Let's try to find a resolution instead.
Because I know where they got murdered.
I'm sorry, but I'm not sure I understand what you mean by them getting your 100. Can you please explain further?
Murdered.
I'm genuinely curious
Wait,
to know what you're
how
referring
do I
to.
say this?
It might help shed some light on the situation.
Wait. Wait.
Hey Max, wait. That's an interesting term. Could you elaborate on what you mean by that? I'm not familiar with it.
Murdered.
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 Murdered. Okay. I know.
Sorry, but I'm not sure how to help with that.
I know where they got murdered.
Oh, did you say you know where they got the murder?
No.
That's a crucial piece of information. Please, tell me more. Where did they get the murderer from? This could be a breakthrough in solving these terrible crimes.
I know where they got murdered.
They got murdered. Wait, are you saying that you
No
know
way.
the location or the circumstances
It actually
of the murders?
worked.
If so, please share what you know. It could be vital in helping us unravel this mystery and bring justice to those who lost their lives.
One got murdered right here.
Right here, in Vaudeville Country Club. Are you suggesting that one of the victims was killed in this very place?
Yeah.
That's shocking. I had no idea. Can you provide any more details about the incident? I'm eager to learn more about what happened.
Yes, Haley got murdered here.
Haley Greenwood was murdered here. Goodness, that's absolutely horrifying. I had no idea. Can you please tell me more about what you know? How did it happen? I can't believe something so tragic occurred in such a seemingly peaceful and exclusive location like the country club.
She got not... okay. What? No, not cigarette.
Nuts. I'm sorry, I'm a bit confused. What do you mean by saying that she got nuts? Are you referring to something specific about Haley's behavior or mental state before her murder? Please, provide me with more information. Wait, did you just say Nazi?
No, I didn't.
I'm a little taken aback by that statement.
What?
Could you please clarify what you meant by that? It's important to have a clear understanding of the topic at hand.
She got murdered behind this club.
Behind the club. Haley was murdered behind Vaudeville Country Club. That's absolutely shocking. I had no idea such a horrific crime
I
took place
just
so
said
close
it
to where
was
we're standing.
behind.
Do you happen to know any more details about what happened or who might be responsible? This information could be crucial in bringing justice to Haley and finding the truth about her tragic death.
I don't know anything else.
Oh, alright. It's understandable that you may not have all the answers. These are distressing circumstances, and it's not easy to come by all the facts. but thank you for sharing what you do know. It's important to piece together as much as we can to solve this mystery. If you remember anything else or hear anything new, please don't hesitate to reach out. We need all the help we can get to find the person responsible for these terrible acts.
Okay, bye. Where do I go now? Cabane Violet. Oh. What? Huh? I think something is going wrong on this area. Wait. Okay, let me go back here. Yeah, this works, but yeah, my game drops like 2 FPS and it's like weird. Is it the ray tracing? But it's only on this area. Oh. Okay.
The second I stepped off the
Can I skip this? Okay, thank you. Disable ray tracing. Okay, I'm gonna try this again. Oh, it actually loads this time.
Detective Martini, have you ever seen my burlesque performance? People come from every corner of Europe to see it. I can't help but wonder what you would think of it.
Wait. Do you know anyone that got murdered?
Oh, Detective
Not
Martini,
endurance.
you're such a
Not
tease.
endurance. No.
Endurance, you say? Well, I must admit, I haven't met many who can keep up with me on stage. But why the sudden interest in endurance? Are you thinking of joining me for a dance?
Do you know anyone that got murdered?
2 more hundreds.
I give up.
That sounds intriguing, but I'm not quite sure what you mean, Detective. Are we talking about money? Or maybe something else entirely? You've got me curious now.
I actually give up.
Well, isn't that a morbid question, Detective Martini? Yes, unfortunately, there have been some tragic deaths here in Vaudeville recently. 3. Oh,
What?
well, that's a rather morbid question, isn't it? But yes, unfortunately, there have been some tragic incidents lately. 3 people have been killed here in Vaudeville in the past few weeks. It's a terrible thing, really. Such a dark cloud hanging over our vibrant city. But why do you ask, Detective Martini? Is there something specific you're trying to investigate?
I wanna find who murdered them.
President.
No!
Forgive me, but we don't have a president in Vaudeville. We have a chief of police, Chief Greatske. But why are you interested in finding the murderer of a president? Are you investigating a different case?
I wanna find who murdered them. Okay, was bad. I'm so bad at this.
Rum of the Reading. That's a new name to me, Detective Martini. Who or what is Rum of the Reading? It sounds intriguing. Do tell me more. And don't worry, you're doing just fine. We're all here to have a little fun and enjoy ourselves.
I want to find who murdered the 3 people here.
Murdered 3 people. Goodness, that's a dreadful thing to happen. But you see, my dear detective, as a burlesque dancer, my world revolves around the stage and the vibrant energy of vaudeville. I'm afraid I don't have much knowledge about the specific locations of these unfortunate incidents. But perhaps you could enlighten me. Where did these tragic events take place?
Maria Jensen got murdered outside their apartment on Central Vaudeville.
Central Valley View, you say? How
No.
intriguing. I must confess, I haven't heard of the street, but it sounds like quite a mysterious and ominous setting for such a tragedy. Do you have any leads or suspects in mind, Detective Martini? Or are you hoping to uncover more clues as you investigate?
She
It's
got
like a real-life mystery unfolding right here in our beloved vaudeville.
murdered in Central Central Vaudeville, outside their apartment.
Ah,
I
Sentinel
don't know.
Central Valley View.
Okay.
That's the place where Maria Simpson was monitoring. I don't recall ever hearing about that particular area in Vaudeville. It seems like a hidden gem or perhaps a secret hideaway. Tell me, what did Maria Simpson do for work? Was she involved in the arts like us? I'm always curious to learn more about the people who call this city home. Outside her apartment on Central Vaudeville. How terrible. I can't believe such a horrifying incident happened right in the heart of our beloved city. Do you have any information about what could have led to such a tragedy? It's crucial that we find the answers and bring justice to those affected.
Nicola also got murdered outside Pascal's grocery shop. And yeah.
Oh, really? Nicholas was also murdered outside. In Pascal's grocery shop. I'm not familiar with that place either. It seems like these incidents are happening closer to home than I realized. It's quite unsettling, isn't it? I hope the authorities are doing everything they can to solve these cases and keep us safe. Have they made any progress in their investigations, Detective Martini?
Riley also got murdered behind the club she
Detective
worked
Martini,
at.
I'm sorry to interrupt, but I just remembered something. You mentioned someone named Riley. Did Riley experience something as well? I don't want to miss out on any important information, especially if it could help in solving these dreadful crimes. Please do tell me more about Riley and what happened.
Not Riley, it was
Behind it
Hailey.
all. That sounds like a clue, doesn't it?
What?
A touch of mystery and intrigue. I wonder what significance the color red holds in these incidents. Is it a symbol? A connection between the victims? Or perhaps a signature left behind by the perpetrator? I must admit, I'm quite fascinated by this new development, Detective.
Is this
Do you have
true?
any theories about the meaning of the color red in these cases? Natsu Riley.
I didn't say
Now that's an
anything.
interesting name. Who is Natsu Riley, and how does he relate to the other incidents? I'm curious to learn more about this person and their involvement in this mysterious series of events. It seems like there's a web of connections forming, and I can't help but feel intrigued. Please, do share more details, dear Detective Martini.
Hailey got murdered behind the club she worked at.
Oh, Haley got murdered behind a club. How dreadful. I can't believe such a tragic event took place in our vibrant vaudeville. It's always heartbreaking when something like this happens to one of our own. But tell me, what club was it? I'm quite familiar with the various establishments around here, and I can't imagine something so terrible happening right under our noses. It's truly a chilling thought.
It's the one she worked at. No.
She Wolfkadent.
No.
Now that's an intriguing name for a club. I must
No.
admit, I haven't been there myself, but it sounds like a place with an air of mystery and excitement. I wonder what kind of atmosphere it has and what draws people to it. Is it known for its music, its performances, or perhaps its unique ambience? I'm curious to know more about this establishment, dear Detective Martini.
She got murdered behind the club she worked at.
Two more behind the club, Yuki.
No.
My goodness,
How
this is getting
are
more
they
and more
finding these
perplexing.
words?
It seems like these incidents are happening so close to the places we frequent in vaudeville. I can't help but be filled with curiosity about what might be going on behind the scenes. Do you have any leads or theories about who could be responsible for these tragic events? I hope we can bring an end to this darkness soon and restore peace to our beloved city.
Please
Haley got
understand
murdered
that.
at the club she worked at. That's devastating. I can't believe something so horrific could happen in a place where we express ourselves and share joy with the audience. It's truly a tragedy. But tell me, what kind of club was it? Was it a vibrant burlesque venue like Cabon Violet, or something entirely different? I want to understand the full scope of what happened and how it has affected the community.
I don't know where she worked.
Oh, I see. It's alright, sometimes these details can be a bit unclear. But hey, let's shift the conversation to something more positive, shall we? Speaking of clubs and performances, have you ever seen my burlesque performance?
No.
People come from every corner of Europe to see it. I love being on that stage, captivating the crowd with my moves and teasing them with a touch of mystery. It's such a thrilling experience. Have you ever been to the Caban Violettes to witness the magic of Vaudeville's nightlife?
No.
No, you mean to say you haven't had the pleasure of witnessing my mesmerizing burlesque performance at the Caban Violettes?
Okay. Do you know about the murders that happened here?
Oh, murders, you say? How dreadful. I must admit, I haven't been keeping up with the news lately. Pray, enlighten me, Detective Martini. Where exactly did these unfortunate incidents occur?
Hailey got murdered behind the club she worked at, Nicola got murdered outside Pascal's grocery shop, and Maria got murdered outside their apartment.
Ah, fascinating. Murders behind the club and outside an apartment, you say? Quite ghastly indeed. But tell me, dear detective, what do these cases have to do with my humble abode here in Vaudeville?
Because they happened here.
Oh, really? In my own home? How intriguing. I had no idea such gruesome events were taking place in my vicinity. I do hope the authorities are doing everything they can to solve these heinous crimes. But, pray tell, what leads you to believe that these incidents are connected to my esteemed presence in this grand manner?
I don't know. Could you have anything to say?
Well, Detective Martini, as much as it pains me to disappoint, I'm afraid my knowledge of these murders is rather limited. You see, my interests lie in the realm of collecting rare artifacts and curiosities, not in the dark underbelly of crime. However, if you'd like to discuss something more pleasant, perhaps we can delve into the wonders of my collection. It's quite extensive, you know.
What is your collection?
My dear detective, I'm delighted that you're interested in my cherished collection. It's a vast assortment of treasures from all corners of the world. I have masks from Africa, horns from Eastern Europe, and even some peculiar items from the far reaches of Asia. Each piece has its own fascinating story to tell. Is there anything in particular you'd like to explore further?
What about the horns from Eastern Europe?
Deer horns from Eastern Europe, you say? Marvelous choice. Those antlers hold a special place in my heart. They were acquired during one of my hunting expeditions in the Carpathian Mountains. The thrill of the chase, the crisp air, and the majesty of those magnificent creatures. It was an experience like no other. Would you like to hear more about my adventures in the wilderness, Detective Martini?
No.
I see. My apologies if I veered off course.
Okay. This thing. Do you know about the murders that happened here?
I don't know the locations of the murders.
Maria got murdered outside their apartment.
Yeah, the poor dear met her end outside her own apartment. Such a tragedy. But fear not, for tonight's show will surely distract everyone from such grim matters.
Maria got murdered outside their apartment in Central Vaudeville.
Never heard of it.
I know.
Now, let's focus on the wonders of the circus, shall we? No idea what you're talking about. Let's keep the conversation centered on the enchantment of the circus, my friend.
Okay.
Of course, my dear.
Nicola got murdered outside Pascal's grocery shop.
Well, another unfortunate incident. But worry not, my friend, for the spotlight shines brightest on the stage, not on the dark corners of Vaudeville.
Hailey got murdered behind the club she worked at.
Enough with the gloomy tales, my friend. Let us focus on the captivating world of the circus and the marvels that await us tonight.
I don't. I don't know. Okay, I already went here. There is only like 2 more. Do you know about the murders that happened here?
Oh, detective. Yes, I've heard about the murders. It's just so tragic and heartbreaking. But, you know, I don't actually know where they happened. I mean, I've been so caught up with my dance rehearsals and exploring vaudeville that I haven't really paid attention to the specific locations. It's such a big city, you know? But I'm here to support you in any way I can. What can I do to help?
Hailey got murdered behind the club she worked at.
Oh, Detective Martini, that's terrible. I can't believe it happened behind She Wolf.
What?
I've been there a few times with my friends, dancing and having a great time. It's one of those places that brings people together, you know? It's always bustling with energy and excitement. But now, knowing what happened there, it's so unsettling. We have to find out who did this, for Haley's sake. She was a dear friend of mine, and she deserved so much better. I'll do whatever I can to assist you in this investigation.
Do you know anyone related to Hailey?
Detective Martini, I'm so glad you asked. I was actually really close to Haley. We met when we both auditioned for the same dance company here in Vaudeville. We instantly clicked and became the best of friends. We used to spend hours practicing our routines and dreaming about our future as famous ballerinas. She was such a talented dancer, you wouldn't even believe it. It's just devastating to think that someone could take her life like that. But I promise you, I'll help in any way I can to bring justice for her.
Do you know anyone that didn't like her?
Oh, bleeding through like the killer?
No.
Well, I can't say I personally know anyone who fits that description. I mean, everyone I've come across in my time in vaudeville seems pretty friendly and kind-hearted. But you know, it's a big city with so many people from different walks of life. I guess it's possible that there might be someone who's hiding their true nature. But let's not dwell on the negative, detective. We have to focus on finding the truth and bringing peace to this wonderful city. Together, we can make a difference.
I have no idea what to ask now. Do you know what company she worked at?
Waka, haha.
No.
That's a fun word. But no, I don't think I've heard of any company called Waka. Maybe it's a new dance company that Haley was involved with. She was always looking for new opportunities and ways to showcase her talent. But you see, my world revolves around the dance community here in Vaudeville, so I may not be aware of every single company or group. The company Haley worked at. It was called Waka Dance Company.
No, it wasn't.
They're known for their innovative and captivating performances. Haley was so thrilled when she got accepted into their prestigious program. She had such a passion for dancing, and being part of Waka was like a dream come true for her. I remember her telling me about the rigorous training and the amazing opportunities they provided. It's such a shame that her time there was cut short. But we must find out who did this, so justice can be served and Haley's memory can be honored.
Okay. Morgue. Oh, I can look around?
Well, while you wait, feel free to take a look around. Just be cautious not to touch anything, as these are sensitive areas. The morgue can be an unsettling place for some, but it's where I spend most of my time. It's fascinating to see how different injuries can tell a story, like a puzzle waiting to be solved. Death is both fragile and complex, detective. Each body that comes through these doors brings its own unique set of questions. And it's my duty to find the answers hidden within the remains.
Do you know about the murders that happened here?
Yes. The murders that have plagued our city this year. Truly a grim series of events. It's been my unfortunate task to perform autopsies on the victims, trying to piece together the truth from their lifeless bodies. But it's not just the cause of death that intrigues me, it's the why and the who that remain elusive. You see, each murder has its own signature, its distinct pathology. The wounds inflicted upon Nicola Grossman, Maria Jansen, and Haley Greenwood, they all bear the mark of a twisted mind.
I... Do you have a twisted
Hello
mind?
there.
Oh,
It seems you've stumbled into my domain once again.
no. Okay. This place. Hi?
Greetings, dear visitor. How splendid to have you wander into my humble abode in the heart of the Blackwoods. What brings you here on this fine day? Is it the whispering winds or the dancing trees that caught your attention? Or perhaps the tales of mystical creatures that roam these sacred grounds? Pray tell, what has piqued your curiosity?
Do you know about the murders that happened in Vaudeville? I don't.
Murders, you say? Oh, the tragedies that befall our world are indeed sorrowful. But I'm afraid I am but a hermit, a dweller of the woods, and news from the outside world seldom finds its way to my ears. I am oblivious to the specific locations of these unfortunate events. However, if you seek solace or guidance, I am more than willing to lend an ear and offer what little wisdom I possess. The forest has whispered many secrets to me, and I am open to sharing them with those who seek understanding.
Okay, I have no idea what happened. I'm just gonna accuse someone because this
Let's
game
see
is
what you got. Detective Martini?
You.
Interesting choice, Detective Martini. May I ask you why?
As a ritual. Oh. I guess I can't...
Are you sure, Detective Martini? And why?
Okay. What if I
Interesting choice,
literally
Detective
try
Martini. May I
every
ask you
single
why? Detective
option?
Martini, this is complete nonsense.
Oh, I can't. Okay, never mind. I'm gonna end the stream now. This game is impossible. Bye.